Today could be interesting. So I've got a new hub on there because we took the bike to the shop because this crank, this non-drive side crank, the actual square bit inside where it connects, that's bent, right? They didn't actually have stock of cranks, so we're going to have to go and get cranks. But then also, this is my rear wheel. I've taken the cassette off because I found yesterday that one of my spokes has snapped, so hopefully we'll be able to get a new spoke, but if not, it should be alright without one. The reason that makes today interesting is because I have a race tomorrow and we can't exactly run down to the nearest bike shop because that's a good 50 k's away. So we're going to hopefully find some stuff in a store here in town, but I don't know if we will, so let's see. Right, so this is a couple weeks in the future now. It's actually in the middle of the coronavirus lockdown. I'm busy going through this footage and I have to admit to a mistake here. So I pulled up the files and I thought, cool, I can see a whole load of files, must be good. Yeah, they weren't all there. I don't know why, but the clips of me discovering that none of the local spots had the parts that I would need, and then the subsequent rush down to the very far away shops to go and get the parts, it's all gone. I do luckily mention it in this next clip, so I kind of could have gotten away with it, but I'm just going to put my hands up and admit that it happened. Just because if this happens again, at least it's you know it's happened before. You know I'm not just being cheeky and like not filming things, because I actually felt really weird this day. I filmed everything and half of it's not there. So I'm sorry. Back to the video.
Okay, so the day got a bit rushed. We did end up actually going quite a long way to an actual bike shop because the places we thought might have the things, at the end of the day they didn't. Now, I've got the race tomorrow morning. We're going to be leaving really early, so I'm going to pack the bike right now. I've already taken the front wheel off. That's a pretty simple process, and I've put that away in the front of the car. And the nice thing about a bigger car like this is I don't need to take the back wheel off. I've folded down the seats inside, and so all we need to do is take it. Be very careful not to scratch anything. One thing you want to consider if you're going to be packing your bike away like this, if you've taken off the front wheel or the back wheel, if you've got hydraulic brakes, do not touch those brake levers.
Right, so again, it's me in the future and I'm sat here and I'm editing this thing and I'm going to take this off so I don't look like a hippie. It's cold. But I'm going to go off script right now. I haven't planned this at all. It is Tuesday the 7th of April 2020, and right now in South Africa we're almost directly in the middle of our 21-day lockdown as a result of the COVID-19 or coronavirus, whatever you want to call it, outbreak. I want to just note now that all of the shots you've seen so far, except for of course the one where I was here explaining all those missing bits, they were all shot long before we had issues with the coronavirus in South Africa. In fact, I believe, yeah, it was before the coronavirus had hit South Africa. But on that note, I'm just sat editing this and seeing as it's such a topical thing right now and everyone is saying it, but the more of us who drill it home, the better it's going to go. Please just follow whatever guidelines your country has given. We've all seen various posts or somewhere we've seen that people aren't, and there's, I don't know, a gathering or whatever you've seen. You know what I'm talking about. I know you do. Please just don't do it. At the end of the day, I technically fall within a category, I'm trying to think of how to say this now, where if I got infected, I have really good chances. I'm 16, so I'm young. I'm healthy, I try and keep fairly active, so I try and keep my immune system going as well, and I don't have any respiratory problems. So in theory, I should be all right if I were to get the virus. But it's not about that, it's about who I could spread it to. Also, you might not know that you have it and you're spreading it around. There have been confirmed cases where people do not show the symptoms, but they are still infected by the virus and they still can transmit the virus. So please, just follow the guidelines, stay home, keep the social distancing happening. We saw with America when that ship came in, all those people went to the dock. That's a bad idea, people. This is a real thing and we need to fight it together. the end of the day, humans have always managed to get through things when we fight them together, never when we're apart. So on that note, stay safe, and we'll see you all around at the end of this. Cheers, guys.